close my eyes, take the leap, and make a wave. Taking the chance, won't turn away, changing the world, starting today. I am the change I want to see. I am the change, it starts with me. From this day on, I'll always be part of the change. It starts with me. I am the change, I am the change. It starts with me. See what I can become, it's within me. I am more than enough, I know it's true. Taking the chance, won't turn away, changing the world, starting today. I am the change I want to see. I am the change, it starts with me. From this day on, I'll always be part of the change. It starts with me. I am the change, I am the change. It starts with me. I am the change I want to see. I am the change, it starts with me. From this day on, I'll always be part of the change. It starts with me. I am the change, I am the change, I am the change, I am the change, I am the change. It starts with me. children, there am I playing. I am the joy of all life. There is a freedom, there is a call, there is a feeling you're one with it all.
Good morning and welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. We come to you from the Inspiration Cafe in Paoli, Pennsylvania. I'm Maxine Kaye, and I'm so honored and grateful to be the spiritual leader of this beloved community. We are all together, wherever you are this morning, whether you are in Pennsylvania, Florida, California, Timbuktu. You are so welcome to be with us today. This is an hour of music and uplift and inspiration and camaraderie, and we're so pleased that you chose to join to be with us today. And wherever you may be in your faith tradition, your spiritual journey, you're welcome here. We love you already. And so what good news it is that we're here for you every Sunday morning until the time comes that we are personally together again. But in the meantime, we're very much connected, heart to heart, mind to mind. We're grateful, so grateful for the internet, which allows us to be together. One of the great things that came out of the pandemic, isn't it? That we learned how to connect with each other in different ways and still see each other, be with each other, love each other, care for each other, grow together. And that's what we do. And so we're so grateful that our Centers for Spiritual Living has for many years said that probably the most important thing that we can do is to fulfill our mission, and that is awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. That's a big vision, isn't it? And it's one we have been employing. It's one we have been experiencing for all of these years since this first came about. In fact, I was one of the ministers in the room when this happened. It was in Whitefish, Montana. Is that right? Yeah. And we were all together for days. We wouldn't even let ourselves go out for dinner until we got this clear. And once it finally came through clearly, everybody, can you imagine a room full of 200 and some ministers finally being quiet? And suddenly this came through clearly. Awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And we have been embodying that and doing our best to live it ever since then. And so we do teach the principles of science of mind, as Ernest Holmes put them together for us, a very effective spirituality that is very practical. We learn the principles, we teach the principles, we live the principles. We know that God is all there is. We also know that there is a beautiful law of mind that responds to our belief. And so as we help each other follow through the learning, the understanding, and the application of this principle, we grow together as a community, no matter where we happen to be. So we're grateful that you're here learning and growing with us, because it's important that we do our part to make this world a better place, isn't it? We all have our part to do, which is why we are all about creating a world that works for everyone. Everyone creating a world that works for all sentient beings, and certainly for the world itself. We also have a very powerful purpose statement that we use here as we walk together arm in arm, as we laugh together, cry together, celebrate together, hold each other tenderly, throw our arms up in the air when there's a reason for celebration. And we love this purpose statement. Will you say it with me now? Living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. Now we'll have an opening song. Donna Michael and the CSL music team. Oh, what an event this is. It's called Join Together.
We are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Sing out now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. And louder now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Sing joy now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Sing peace now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. Little louder now, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Last time, love, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. And at last time, we are brothers, we are sisters joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love.
I love that. Wasn't that great? Okay. Oh, time to talk to the kids. Kids, are you here? I don't see you, but I can feel you with my heart. I love you. I miss you. And so let's just spend a couple of minutes together. Let's see. Let's think about your friends. Do your friends all look exactly the same? How about your teachers? Do they look exactly the same? And what about the cars in your neighborhood? Are they all identical? No. And the animals, the pets, the cats, the dogs, the canaries, the whatever else, tarantulas, do they all look the same? Well, of course not. Wouldn't it be kind of boring if we all looked and talked and dressed and behaved exactly the same? Of course it would be boring. Well, God in this infinite wisdom created all of us out of its own beautiful life, quite uniquely, quite differently. There are no two people alike in this world, not even twins. Twins that are identical may appear to be identical, but they have differences. And usually their parents can tell. Sometimes they try to fool the parents, but they can usually tell. So it's a beautiful flower garden of humankind that God has created. You and I are a very important part of it. And it's important, I feel, for each of us, for all of us, to be able to celebrate our differences and then realize that underneath all the different heights and colors and ways of speaking and favorite foods and all those things, that underneath all of that, we have something very much in common. We are all living expressions of God's life. It's the only life there is, remember? One life, God's life, your life, my life, and how beautifully we get to express it differently from everyone else. And I love that, don't you? You know what else I love? You. Have a wonderful Sunday. Talk to you next week. Bye for now. I think it would be a lovely time for us to enter into a meditation. Yeah? Okay. So let's take a deep, holy breath of life and feel something stirring within us that is new, that is renewing. It is the life energy of divine heart and mind of God itself. Oh, how beautifully it flows through us physically, emotionally, and mentally. Take another deep, sacred breath. And as we exhale, let us release any false belief in separation and come into a deeper understanding that there is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is my life. That life is your life. The only life there is to have or to be. And that life is whole, complete, and perfect. Nothing lacking, nothing missing. Let's move into that consciousness of wholeness now. Not only is each of us a beautiful, healthy expression of the one beautiful life, but so is every member of humanity and every sentient being. And the world itself. Imagine this planet breathing in that precious energy of goodness, the life of God itself, which brought this planet into being. Let the planet breathe holiness, renewal, and let every sentient being, including ourselves here and now, feel the breath of God, renewing us, sustaining us, healing us, and revealing something so beautiful that has been waiting to emerge and is now fulfilling itself in, through, and as each of us and all of us. Let us come quietly, reverently, and joyfully into the very center of our hearts, where here we listen with the ear of the heart, and we see with the eye of the heart, which is love. This love is our reality, it is our essence. And we dip deeply into the essence that we are and invite Spirit to show us the ways to activate that essence into our lives and into the world. We are the essence of love. We are the action of love. Let that love spread out now into the world, healing it, revealing its divine essence. Imagine that beautiful flow awakening the world and all of humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Come more deeply now into your heart of hearts, understanding that each of our hearts are always held very tenderly in the heart of God. And here listen to the divine voice of Spirit singing to you. We are awakening. We are awakening to our oneness with all life, with the infinite presence of love, and with one another. And it is good. And it is very, very good.
I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is more than enough. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is sacred love. I will leave this day. I will leave this day as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this day as it is, go Inside there is peace. Inside there is joy. Inside there is more than enough. Inside there is peace. Inside there is joy. Inside there is sacred love. I will leave this life as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this life as it is, go inside to find my God. Go inside to find my God. I'll go inside to find my God.
Oh, that was beautiful, Daniel. And now I'd like to introduce to you our practitioner of the day for our opening treatment, Mary Furtaw.
Good morning. My name is Mary Furtaw, and I am a practitioner at the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living in Paoli, Pennsylvania. Please join me as I speak these words of truth. There is one power in the universe, and this power is a force for good. This power comes from the one source. The source is God, and God is goodness itself. And each of us is an extension of this divine energy, impossible of separation from it. Now, God as source produces all living form. And due to its infinity, it cannot be contained, so it creates without restriction. Not only does it create without restriction, but its nature is to express. So it is always seeking contact with us. Our work is to be aware, to be alert, so that when the call comes through, we recognize it and we respond affirmatively. This is the truth, and I am grateful to know it, and I release the treatment to the law, certain that it's so, and so it is.
And now you join me in our affirmation. I choose to behold the divine within the human, the order within the chaos, and the oneness within the variety of form. Well, we continue with this month's theme, Loving the World to Wholeness. And today's message is Unity in Multiplicity, one of my favorite concepts. Let's begin with the words of Dr. Ernest Holmes from The Science of Mind, page 116. It is all the same, one substance in the universe, taking different forms and shapes and becoming different things. Unity is expressed in multiplicity, and oh, don't we love it? We celebrate the different ways that Spirit shows up. And there are some times that we're wondering, why is Spirit showing up just like that, I wonder? That's when we get to see beyond that temporary appearance to the truth that is behind it, and to love and cherish and celebrate the Spirit showing up in that way. There is one, and this one celebrates itself in a multitude of ways. Let me share with you some numbers. Do you know that there are 391,000 varieties of plants in the world? And that 369,000 of them are flowering. What a world we got! You know, didn't we get a good world? There are 73,300 trees in that variety of plants. There are 1,187,044 mountains. Count them. There are 4 major oceans: the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian, and the Arctic. And beyond that, there are 50 seas. There are 2 million species of animals, 7.8 billion people. We have 5,000 ethnic groups, and still counting. Oh, God's garden is magnificent in its diversity. Let's realize what gifts we were given in this beautiful world. Let's see how magnificently Spirit loves to express itself this way and that way. It's mind-boggling. And you know what, my dear friends? Our minds need to be boggled, don't you think? We need to awaken to the splendor all around us. We need to follow this year's Centers for Spiritual Living theme and make it our own, which is living everyday wonder. We need to realize something beautiful is within and all around us all the time. And let's not miss any of it. God's garden is beautiful in its diversity, and it's all God. You know, if we would just stop several times a day, breathe deeply, and embody that beautiful realization, what a world we would be living in. It takes conscious awareness, setting our attention on a greater intention, not judging by the appearances that may be annoying or unsettling or even frightening, but to move beyond that, to celebrate divine life itself as we awaken and become aware of its beautiful, beautiful expression in so many wonderful ways. You see, each expression of the divine is unique. It's beautiful and essential. You are required. It's time each of us awakened to that truth. Each one of us is required. The planet would not be the same without you for this period of time that you are walking and dancing along it. You and I are here very much on purpose by divine assignment. We are unique expressions of the living God, and we have something wonderful to do. And it's a little bit different for each person, isn't it? I love honoring people's artistic expression. I love giving thanks for the folks who pave our roads, people who do things I can't do. I love to celebrate the unique expression of their gifts. I'm grateful for this beautiful diversity. I think it's important for each of us to realize how necessary we are, how necessary you are today to the entire divine plan. There truly is no one quite like you. No one. Even if you were a twin. Can you see how each individualized expression of God's life is also necessary? Look at the flora and the fauna, how this wonderful biodiversity works together to create a world that is wonderful for everyone. It can be if we make sure that we create it and recreate it that way. You know, we breathe in and the plants give us what we need. We breathe out and we give the plants what they need. What a system! You know, there's an infinite intelligence in this cosmos at work all the time. Within our bodies, you know, we hurt a finger perhaps, instantly something goes to work to heal it. There is an intelligent activity that is the same intelligence that is at work within the planets, keeping all the planets harmoniously working in the right way, I can't do that, you can't do that, but we are here to do what we can do. The infinite wisdom and intelligence of this universe is at work in the macrocosm as it is in the microcosm, which is you and I. We are individualized expressions of that. We are reflecting in the microcosm the same as the macrocosm. That's a marvelous awareness. So let's connect more deeply with the underlying unity of all life forms. There is this beautiful repetition of patterns in the cosmos. Sometime, take a look at a fingerprint and take a look right next to that of a tree trunk circles. You can't tell them apart. There is this repetitive pattern. There's this great intelligence in the universe. Let's realize that. And you and I are a marvelous and essential part of it. Let's realize that as well. Our fingerprints, even twins' fingerprints are different. I may have told you at one time that when I was working on a police chaplaincy in Palo Alto, California, I was getting to know the people, and it was suggested that I volunteer a couple times a week to do fingerprinting. Those were the old days when you had the ink and you press the thumb and so forth and the fingers. They don't do that anymore. It's much cleaner. But it was kind of fun. And sometimes teachers would come in because they needed to be fingerprinted, and other professionals. And one day, a teacher came in with her twins. And so I was fingerprinting the teacher, and the twin said, you know, our fingerprints are going to be exactly the same. Would you take ours? I said, I will show you. I will take your fingerprints, and you will see that they are not the same. Not the same. We are unique, and yet we are all one. And that's the joy of recognizing this unity in multiplicity. I want us to become more acutely aware of the indwelling presence, which is the same everywhere. Macrocosm, microcosm, tree, fingers, all everywhere the same, and yet expressing so beautifully and so uniquely and differently. We should be excited about this every day. There's nothing ho-hum in the mind of God. Therefore, there is nothing of the ordinary in the extraordinary universe in which we live. Let's get how fabulous it is. Look through a telescope sometimes. Go to the top of a hill. Go to a planetarium. Let's get a better idea of how connected we are to this incredible universe. There is a power back of all creation. And do you know what Ernest Holmes called it? The thing itself. The thing itself. That's the infinite presence. You know, Ernest Holmes was not the first person to come up with that phrase, the thing itself. This goes back centuries to philosophers who weren't sure exactly what to call the divine, but they knew that there was a presence and a power back of and a part of everything, underlying it all. Even the ancient Greeks knew this. The 5th century Greek philosophers knew that there was something that underlay everything that was expressing in the world, the thing itself. Ernest Holmes said the whole purpose of the science of mind is to reconcile the apparent separation of the spiritual world, which must be perfect, with the material world, which appears imperfect. It appears imperfect. Remember, I, the imperfect, adore my own perfect. Each one of us is the son or the daughter of the living God. Each one of us has within us that divine perfection. And it is unique, and it is like no one else's. And it is required. You are essential to this life. You are required in this world. You're on the planet at this time, and on this particular planet, for a very real purpose. And isn't it wonderful to take the time each day in meditation or on a walk through the woods to ask, what is mine to do? What is my special expression of life? What are the gifts that I have to give that the world needs, that no one else can quite give in that way? And let me celebrate everyone else's contributions to the world, which always turn out to be contributions to my life as well. Let's realize that we are all in this together, and that it is through our communion and our real awareness of our unity that we are able to love the world to wholeness. No one can keep their light hidden under a bushel and do what they came here to do. Let's lift whatever kind of lid, mentally, emotionally, that we may have inadvertently placed upon our gifts, and let's let them out. I think of a day, a Sunday morning, many years ago. I was a guest speaker in a church in Vallejo, California. And apparently, one of the things that I said that day was, don't die with your music in you. Well, I came back, invited back again a year later, and a woman came rushing up to me and she said, do you remember last year when you were here and you said, don't let music die within you? And I said, yeah, I guess. And she said, I took that very seriously, very personally. And I formed a band, and we've been playing ever since. I love it when people listen to their inner wisdom. I love it when people take off whatever has been the lid that has been holding them down, whether they had a false belief in not at my age, or I don't have the education. Whoever you are God in expression. Please remember that first and foremost. It is through this awareness of our divine individual expression that we're able to live our lives successfully, abundantly, freely, lovingly, compassionately, wisely, and joyously. Oh, I believe in joy. It's an attribute of God. What are the 7 main attributes of God, according to our beloved Judge Thomas Troward? Life, love, light, peace, power, beauty, and my all-time favorite, joy. You and I are expressions, joyful expressions of the life and the heart and the mind of God. How would you like to behold this spiritual perfection within yourself and within others? Can you see that you are indeed a microcosm for the macrocosm? It's all one. It is all one. It is all God. It is all unity in multiplicity. Oh, my beloveds, let's get going with the beautiful, sacred God business of bringing our gifts out into the world and loving this wonderful world and all the people in it to wholeness. Will you say with me, I feel my unity with my divinity. I am that I am. I celebrate the myriad ways that life shows up. I'm in love with Spirit's multitudinous forms. I'm in love with Spirit's multitudinous forms. And so, my beloveds, just beginneth our lesson. Now we get to celebrate our prosperity. I love celebrating my prosperity, and I love celebrating your prosperity. Thank you so much for your beautiful tithes and love offerings that make sure we continue our good work here. There's so many ways that we can give, whether it's the way I like to give, by taking my check, holding it to my heart, remembering that every good gift comes from the heart of God, whether it is calling it in, phoning it in, whether it's texting it in, whether it is having your bank send something automatically every month, or send a pigeon or an owl. Just make sure that you continue to enjoy the delight of knowing that we are giving to the closest food of our spiritual source. For me, that's this beloved community. So will you kindly repeat with me, if you care to, our prosperity affirmation. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
There have been days when all I've done struggled to change everything. No sign of acceptance, no sign of the one. Blinded by the darkness, I'd cling. Now there are days I am fulfilled. Nothing seems too hard for this heart. Loving is easy, and my thinking is still. This is the place where I start. Living in harmony, going with the flow. Harmony, softening and letting go. Harmony, harmony, I'm gonna live my life in harmony. All of life is a blessing when I just let it be. Everything falls into place. I can see the perfection and feel such peace when I simply stay in the grace. Living in harmony, going with the flow. Harmony, softening and letting go. Harmony,
Good morning and welcome to the GPCSL Sunday Celebration Morning Announcements. I am Jeffrey Messino and I serve as the Secretary of your Board of Trustees and Executive Producer of Studio 1A. We welcome everyone here today as we are always live streaming right here from Inspiration Cafe in Paoli, Pennsylvania. And we are thrilled that you're tuning in today, wherever you are in the world. Dr. Maxine, that was a wonderful talk. Thank you so much for it. I feel so inspired, and I feel the unity with the one substance is just growing, ever expanding. In case you missed it, I'd like to share with you Edie Janek's August Bot Spot with you. Now remember, this is Edie's words, not mine. We sure hope you are all enjoying your summer. These dog days of summer are filled with lots of fun activities. So we want to send a special thank you to all our GPCSL members and friends for joining us each Sunday for our Sunday celebration live streams and various classes. Also, a huge shout out to all of you who have been able to join us for our in-person events. Our picnic last month was well attended. The food was amazing, and wasn't it so nice to share time and space together? We will continue to live stream each Sunday while also planning at least one in-person event or Sunday celebration per month. Next up, glad you asked. On August 20th, we will, next week, enjoy a Labyrinth Walk for Peace in Fort Washington, PA. Just go to our events calendar and click on Saturday, August 20th for all the details and the link to register. These walks are a new experience to me, that is Edie, but I must say I felt the power and possibility for deep awakening the very first time. So I encourage you to join us. Afterwards, consider joining us in a casual lunch nearby. All are welcome. Looking a bit forward to September, I know already, we are finalizing arrangements to have another in-person affirmative prayer in the open air, Sunday celebration. Tentative date is September 18th, but more details and final confirmation to come in the very near future. Don't forget to view the Thursday GPCSL informative email each week. It is chock full of details on upcoming classes, Sunday celebrations, and in-person events. With love and deep appreciation, the great Edie Janek, Board of President. Again, for that Labyrinth Walk, just go to our website at www.cslphilly.org and look on the calendar of events for that Walk for World Peace Labyrinth. Reverend Mike's Science of Mind textbook group continues each Sunday at 9:45 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you'd like to jump in, just go to our events calendar and click on the Saturday you'd like to join and register using the link Reverend Mike will send you in an email. If you're watching us and enjoy our Sunday celebrations and love notes on our Facebook or YouTube channel, please be sure to like, to subscribe, and to share with others. When you subscribe, you will receive notices when our Sunday celebrations and our daily love notes are uploaded. Again, we will continue to live stream our Sunday celebrations every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Just visit our website, www.cslphilly.org, and click on the orange Watch Live button to see all our virtual love notes and past Sunday celebrations. That's it for today's announcements. And thank you so much for watching. And always remember to treat and move your feet. Back to you, Dr. Maxine.
Jeff, thank you for that awesome weekend news. It is always a delight to see you do the announcements. Now, let's have a closing song. This is very special. This is Karen Drucker with our own Emily Zoll, and they're singing Let It Shine.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be the first on the dance floor, the first to raise my hand, the first to state my opinion, the first to take a stand. I won't play it safe and wait for a sign. I'm gonna just throw myself out there. I'm gonna let my light shine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Ow! Talk to me now, Em.
Gonna be on Ellen and Conan, 60 Minutes and The View. They'll all be talking about me and all the things I do. I'll be the one who sets the bar, the one who's in the know. Vogue will come to me to see where fashion trends will go. 'Cause I shine, yes I shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine.
For too many years I hid my light thinking, oi, I'm just too much, and who I was just wasn't right.
Then I heard this voice from within and up above saying, you're here to be a shining light and give and receive love. So I'm going for my dreams. Nothing's in my way. Carpe diem is my mantra. Practice kindness every day. I take time to connect. Take time to have fun. I wanna know I've used up every drop before my life is done. So I shine. Yes, I shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine.
For too many years, I hid my light, thinking I was too much, and who I was just wasn't right. You take it.
Then I heard this voice from within and up above saying, you're here to be a shining light and give and receive love. I am a woman of power, a woman of grace.
The life that I've lived is in every wrinkle on my face.
And I love myself so I can love you too. And I know when we're connected there ain't nothing we can't do. 'Cause we shine, oh we shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Yes I shine, oh I shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Shine, oh shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Shine, oh we shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Hee-haw! Yes, I do. Me too.
Oh, yes, those girls shine. I love it. Thank you so much, Emily and Karen. Fabulous. All right, thank you for being with us today. It is always a blessing to connect. As we go forth, let us know that indeed there is a beautiful expression of life individualized within each one of us. That in this wholeness, we are an individualized expression of that one. We let our big, beautiful light shine from this moment on, and so it is. So it is.